Welcome everybody to DSL Welding Services season 2, but we are season 4 for all of our series, but this is our season 2 for the dirt sprint car series. At the moment it's just me at the moment in comms, but we have Stefan just momentarily going to be joining us also in comms tonight. Welcome everybody. Thank you very much for joining us. Welcome back for season 4. This is going to be very exciting. We've got some awesome action going on for this season, and you'll actually see me a bit on track, Chef Toddy on track for Thursday and Friday nights actually in the GT3 Merc and the Porsche Cup car on Thursday night, so that should be a bit of a challenge for me also. So welcome back everybody. We're at Eldora Speedway tonight. Should be a great showing tonight. Hopefully everybody likes all our new overlays and all that sort of stuff. So hopefully we SDK and everything, all our technology plays ball tonight, and we're going to have a great one. Big shout out to all our new sponsors as well. Melville Equipment Corp. We got Warren and Brown Tools. We also have our Pagnian Advanced Simulations. We also have Toyo Sim. Great guys to have on board. We have Dragon RC still on board as well this season, so it's great to have them back on board for our 4th season in a row now. So our guys from the very start with our DSL Welding Services for all of our series, and Dragon RC was one of our first sponsors for the V8 series also, so big shout out to them. And big shout out to all our new sponsors also. Thank you very much. And everybody out there in Viewland, thank you very much, everybody, for coming. So I will do my best as we wait for Stefan, etc. Mr. Bushchuk Bondi, absolute legend. A good friend of mine. How you doing out there, mate? Thank you very much for tuning in to watch. These guys are just finishing up their practice right now, and then we shall go up for qualifying very soon. Basically, everybody will pretty much just get their pretty much about one lap out, guys. We're just looking at the back here of Barney, the flag man, as Jason Crawford sees it, and looks like Nathan Allen might be one of our first guys on track here. Yep, from Mount Gambier in Australia, hometown. And his little quote there saying, "What's this black stuff?" So he's smashing out a great time at the moment. So just slapped the wall there on the inside a little bit, just trying to find his way a little bit in his car to start off with. We've got a few people on track as well now, so everyone's just getting out there, trying to. This very quick qualifying, guys. As you see, these laps are averaging about that sort of 11-12 second mark. So you'll see these guys literally get out there. They'll be out there for about 25 seconds each car, pretty much, 30 seconds probably max. As we see these guys go around the track and try to set their best qualifying time they can. Sorry, I was completely wrong on the lap times there. Averages around that 14 second mark. Is 13.92 is our best lap at the moment. I'll try and bring up our tree also, see if we can't get our best laps up also. Give me 2 seconds. There we go. Yep. Beautiful. Give me 2 seconds on this one. Apologies. Get that timing tower down. We might just doubling up here a little bit, but just bear with it for a little bit. So we've got there Blaine Densley there up in first place at the moment. Blaine Densley with a 13.8 there. So Sean Stevens out on track. We saw him do very well last season, so he's one to definitely watch. He'll be working on his restarts again this season, but definitely ones to watch out for this season. Brent Hobbs is always fast. Nathan Allen's is always quick in his cars. Blaine Densley, always quick in his cars. And Braden Miller. We always know that Braden Miller's got some pace behind him. Our winner from last season, Braden Miller. So great to see him back on track with that brand new livery that he debuted for the last round last series. So great to see him back in that blue Lightning McQueen livery, and that's actually his real life sprint car livery. So great to see him life imitating art, you know. So Mr. Scotty Reagan, an illustrious part of our broadcast team also. Absolutely awesome to see him out on track. As you see, this track starting to slick up a little bit here, which is great to see. These guys should be able to get a bit more grip around here now. We're averaging about that sort of, about that between 14, around that 14 to 14 and a half second mark. But there's not a lot between them. Between our best lap for our last place getter and our first place getter here at the moment, our pole sitter is under half a second. So you're sitting at about just over around 5/10, about half a second there between them. And it seems that we have Stefan McCartan into our comms box now. It's great to have you back, bro. How are you?
Yeah, good to be back for season 2 of the 360 Sprint Cars. New calendar, new drivers, so I think it's going to be good fun.
I reckon it's going to be an absolute blast. I'm loving these cars. I love a bit of commentating, and I'm learning a bit more. Now, this is our second season of Sprint Cars, but our fourth season of SRW, obviously, but our second season of Sprint Cars. So that's great. I'm learning a lot, and it's great to have our resident dirt expert here, Mr. Stefan McCartan, in the comms box. Yeah.
Yeah, resident dirt expert is a strong terminology, but obviously raced a bit of real life dirt when I was a bit younger, and nothing compared to what these boys are simulating driving tonight. But I think it's going to be a good season, good fun. Starting at Eldora, good old Tony Stewart track, made probably more so for the NASCAR trucks and that sort of stuff, but multi-groove track, fast track, wide open the whole time. So I think we're going to get some good, clean, hard racing tonight.
I think so. Let's see if we can get Mr. Tyson McAvoy back right now. Oh, look at that. It's a nice, shiny new photo he's got up there, eh? Looking good.
Indeed.
Oh, that's a shiny new livery too. Oh, impressive. Everyone's coming out with, pulling out all the new stops now for this new season. Hopefully just trying to wash their hands of last season, some of these guys. I think the likes of people, Tyler Sheaf, just as I was just speaking about him, Tyler Sheaf, hopefully he's going to have a bit more luck this season. He's got the pace, but he just had a bit of really bad luck last season, didn't he?
Yeah, him and along with, I think it was Nathan Allen, he was probably the unluckiest driver out of all of them. He just had a lot of issues that weren't his fault, really.
Yeah, he just kind of got caught up and had nowhere to go a lot. So, and that happened to quite a few guys. I know that Blaine Densley, I think, would have had a much better season if he didn't get wrapped up in things, and especially Nathan Allen as well. He's got the pace, but got wrapped up in things. And speaking to a couple of these drivers as well, they're going to tackle the season a lot differently. They want to kind of take their time and stay out of the melee a bit and see if they can profit from that a little bit more than just trying to go out there as hard as they can.
Yeah, it's I think those guys that were sort of near the back last season, they'll put in a bit more practice in, and they'll be able to, get a bit more consistency going. The calendar this season is there's not as smaller tracks, so a bit more wide open, allows for a bit more racing. Still got good numbers as well, sort of hitting that high teens as a first round. So I think it's going to be a really good season, as these guys are lining up for the first heat of Season 2. On pole position, we've got Clayton Davies, new driver this season, followed by Ryan Denton, another new driver. Nathan Allen, Mr. Consistent in P3. Lachlan Phillips, another new driver for the SRW Sprint Cars in P4. Jason Burke, P5. Cowie in 6, and Greg Barber, who's actually our race controller for tonight, in P7.
Hello?
Hello?
Hello, I'm getting you now. Apologies. That was very, very strange. You were definitely coming out on stream, but I just could not hear you, so that's apologies for that.
Oh, well, at least the stream heard me.
Fantastic.
But it's good racing. We've got three heats tonight with 18 people. We're going to have 3 heats of 6. As I said before, Greg Barber is our RC for this evening. So you'll see his name pop up, but he is working behind the scenes to ensure these guys get some clean, hard, fair racing. I'll have a couple of laps of pacing up here, and then these guys will be doing an 8-lap feature. We've got heat. We've got 3 8-lap heat races coming up, which will set the grid for our 30-lap feature later tonight. Everyone, due to the numbers, will be advancing through to that feature race. So later on, we'll have 18 cars on a semi-slip track trying to battle it out. So it's going to be good fun. one more lap here for these guys as they're pacing up. Clayton Davies, Ryan Dennett, teammates on the front row. New drivers this season for SRW. They look like they've got some good pace. High rating. I think Clayton might have joined us for the last round of last season, actually, off memory. And these guys are going to be putting on a show as we've got some really strong drivers here. So coming out of 3 and 4, they will be going on iRacing green. So we'll wait for iRacing to chuck that green flag, and then Clayton will be green from there. And he has control of that field. Now he'll be looking to go on the inside line, I reckon.
Grid up for a start.
And he is, lights are on, and they're off, and Clayton is away, and he's going to take a nice jump on the inside here. Take that inside line, he's going to track about halfway up, and then he's going to go right to the wall, which is the fastest way around Eldora, and it's tacky, as people say. Nathan Allen got a great start there from P3 up into P2. He's showing he's here to play this season.
He's definitely pushing. But everyone seems like they're getting a much cleaner start. It looks like they might have done a bit of practice on their week off in between seasons, but look at this.
Absolutely, and the calendar was released pretty early, so these boys have had plenty of time to practice. Obviously fixed setups tonight, iRacing track specific fixed setups, and these boys are definitely on it. The setup, I did a few laps earlier, and it's actually pretty easy to drive if you can run the sort of 3/4 line, which most of these guys are. Then you can just hold it flat with a little bit of right hand lock, and around you go. But I was definitely not as quick as these guys are doing at 13.8. I think I was doing about a 14.0, so I'd definitely be a little bit further back on the grid than these boys are, but they're showing us how to race.
Yeah, Clayton Davies is a new name as well. He's got some serious pace. Might take it to Braden Miller this season by the look of him.
Absolutely. I think he was in there for the last round. He joined in the last round of last season, and he's decided, and he's committed to a full season this time around. So I think it's definitely, you've got the fast boys from last season, Braden Miller, Sean Stevens, they're still here, they're showing their face. Phillips with a nice slide job there on Nathan Allen with P2 as they're coming up into the last lap now, coming out of 4, and Nathan gets a slide job back coming out of 4. So these guys are going to battle hard for P2. This is for second row of the grid on the left-hand side on the race start. Nathan's going to crowd down a little bit on Lachlan. He's going to hold the line. And that is heat number 1 done and dusted with Clayton Davies setting the 13.7 fastest lap on that last lap. Followed by Nathan Allen, Lachlan Phillips, Ryan Denton, Jason Burke, and Andrew Cowan. So Andrew Cowan will be on the 6th row of the left-hand side for that last race. Hey, heat run results.
Yeah,
we got SDK working this time around.
Yeah, mate, this is brilliant. Everything's oiled up and ready to go, but don't say it too loudly. I think the Kremlins might hear you. Otherwise, there we go. Let's get the grid up for the next one. Oh, look at this. Kids keep on coming.
As we're heading into our second heat now, you got Blaine Denley. He's always quick. Brent Hobbs, Braden Miller. Sort of they were always top 5 last season on qualifying pace. Scotty Rankin, he was Mr. Consistent in those last couple of rounds. He did. Tyson McAvoy, new driver for this season. And Tyler Sheaf, looking to improve on last season. He got caught in a few incidents that weren't his own fault, but then also had a few spins and a few mistakes of his own. So he would have been putting in a bit of practice, and I reckon he's going to be a big improvement this season as we get in through our 9-round championship.
I think so. He's definitely one of those ones that's going to be definitely taking his time a little bit. He's just going to try and stay out of the trouble. I was still having a chat with him earlier.
Oh, so I think Brent Hobbs has just come over comms to say his wheel has just malfunctioned, so he's having to back out and reset it. So we'll be missing Brent Hobbs from this one, and he will be still in for the feature. He may still be able to come out if the wheel corrects itself in time, but otherwise he will be starting from the back of the feature. So that's unfortunate. Definitely unfortunate.
Definitely.
Joys of technology, as they all say.
Exactly right.
So coming to a race start here, coming out of 3 and 4, and Densley is away. He's got a good start. Braden Miller went with him in that blue Lightning McQueen livery. Scotty Rankin is going to try and go around the outside here on the high line, but Tyler Sheaf's going to try and cut down the inside, and if he gets good momentum, he's going to get that run, but he can't quite keep it tight. Tyson McAvoy behind Tyler Sheaf first time seeing him on dirt, so we'll see how he goes tonight. Keep an eye on him. He might be an undercard that we haven't seen yet, so never know what's going to happen there. And there's a nice shiny chrome livery, which will probably be very dirty by the time these 8 laps are done.
And as we know, Tyson can pretty much drive. He can drive anything with his hand, to be honest. And
Absolutely.
Then, he can drive a shopping trolley, mate, fast, I reckon.
And these top two, Braden Miller and Blaine Densley, they swap positions every corner, so they definitely having a bit of fun out here up the front. They got a little bit of a gap on Scotty Rankin, but it looks like Braden Miller's going for that high line here, and then Densley will slide up on him, and then Braden's just going under over. So these guys are having a bit of fun out here out the front. I think they know it's just a bit of a heat race. They're just sort of driving around to make sure they stay up the front for the feature, for their grid position, and these boys are going to have some mega fun here by the look of this, as Blaine gets a good run off the cushion, coming down into the corner, slide driving up. He almost comes into the side of Braden Miller there, as they got 2 laps to go as they cross the start finish line, and that little mistake there by Blaine Densley, just going a little bit too high, has probably cost him a chance of getting back to the rear bumper here of Braden Miller, who's proven that he's quick, and he's definitely got the capabilities to come off that cushion and drive these cars really, really fast.
Blaine is absolutely smoking it, but we know Braden Miller. He didn't have as fast as a restart as we normally see him, so he got a bit caught by Blaine there, I thought.
Yeah, Blaine had a good start for sure. As we see the Heat 2 is finishing there. Definitely had a little bit napping, but at the same time, he might have just been playing it safe, but not been on the front row, making sure he doesn't get into contact with the guys that were there. So Heat 2 results, Braden Miller, he'll be sitting on the front row of the outside for the feature, followed by Blaine Densley, Scotty Rankin, Tyson McAvoy, Tyler Sheaf, and unfortunately Brent Hobbs will be starting near the back with that wheel malfunction, so hopefully he can get that sorted in time. It looks like Tyler might have had a bit of issue in that feature as well, that heat race that we missed, being 4 laps down at the end. But as we come into the third and final heat race for tonight, we've got 6 cars on track. Sean Stevens starting on pole position. Tony Walsh, new driver. Ash Halliday, new driver to SRW this season, starting out of P2 and 3. Jason Crawford back for another season. Christopher Bleakley, another new name this season. And Michael Locke in the number 10 coming out of P6. Trying to improve and get consistent top 10s this season, hopefully.
Yeah.
He's trying to put in a bit of practice, so we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, he lucked into the last 4 races, or 3 races in a row. He got top 10, so just through keeping out of the trouble, old Mickey Locke. So he might be trying to do the same thing as he did at the end of last season. So good to see.
Our computer is bugging out as usual because technology is awesome. Right, here we go. Safety truck is off. Sean Stevens has control of the field. The lights are on and the lights are off, and Sean is away. Walsh is going to go on the high line. He's going to get a pretty good run here, come off that banking, but Sean has taken the lead, and Walsh has actually let the Halliday and Crawford get in front of him, but they're going 3 wide, 1 on the high, 1 in the middle, 1 blinking. They're all going everywhere at the start of this race, as I think Ash Halliday is blinking in and out a little bit, so hopefully that doesn't cause any netcode problems with Crawford. Crawford's going for a nice slow job, almost coming into the rear contact of Sean Stevens. He's trying to defend from Ash Halliday, but that gives Ash Halliday the inside line on the grippy inside, and it's going to allow Crawford's going to have to hug that. Oh, he's going around the outside. These guys are changing their lines up every corner. This is what Eldora is known for in sprint cars. It is great fun, and you can drive anywhere on the track and get a fast lap time. Boys are definitely turning up the action from Season 1 into Season 2 here. They're battling a lot harder in these heat races.
Definitely, all the cars are looking new and improved as well. I think most of the cars in the grid look like new liveries. I know we've got a lot of new drivers, but Mickey Locke's definitely a new livery on that car as well. So lots of new cars, so it's obviously growing popularity as well, these old sprint cars, which is great.
Yeah, absolutely, and these are fun cars. They're definitely one of the funnest cars around to drive, so for anyone out there that still wants to get on the action, it's not too late. The registrations haven't closed. You can still go to simracingworld.com.au, put in all your details, join the Discord, sign up, and join in the action for the next round. There is 1 drop round on this championship, so if you join next week, you'll still be on with the championship hunt, as these boys join the last lap. Nice little helmet cam there.
Yeah. Top wing cam.
Oh, yeah, it looks like Sean Stevens is going to hold on as they come across the line from Jason Crawford. A good result there, up 2 in the heat. Ash Halliday P3, Tony Walsh P4, Christopher Bleakley 5, and Michael Locke will be starting at near the end.
Okay, let's have a look at the results. There we go. We shall see our grid for tonight for our main event.
So we got a 3-minute warm up here. These boys are just going to run the track in a little bit, and we'll allow it to slick in a little bit.
So we'll see a few more cars on track tonight, so we should see it really slick in a bit quicker, do you think? Or a bit more?
I think it's definitely going to be a little bit. I think they're probably just going to run it in just a little bit here, and then we'll get it a little bit slicker, allow for multi-groove, and it'll be good to go.
Jumping on track now. Whoa, just getting a bit loose and warm up. Why not? Just testing the limits, eh? Going full send and then working back from the Braden Miller off at the back there. Doing a bit of ballet pirouette work in the background.
I'll just advance the session for these boys, and we'll get straight into the feature race here. So we'll go into the feature race, 30 laps. These boys are going to have the cut. The track is definitely going to slicken up, and it's.
There we go. Your grid is up fine, sir.
Right, here we go into the feature here. So Clayton Davies, P1. Braden Miller, P2 championship. What's the word? Reigning champion. There we go.
Nah.
Sean Stevens, P3. Nathan Allen, P4. Blaine Densley, 5. Jason Crawford, 6. Lachlan Phillips, 7. Scotty Rankin, 8. Ash Holiday, 9. Ryan Denton, 10. Tyson McAvoy, and 11. Tony Walsh, in P12. And we've got a few more down after him. Jason Burke, Tyler Sheaf, Christopher Bleakley, Andrew Cowan, Brent Hobbs with the unlucky wheel malfunction in the heats, and Michael Locke will round out the grid. Greg Barber is our RC tonight, so although he says he's in the session, he will not be on the track. Yeah, what do you think is going to happen in this feature? Who's your pick for the first round here at Eldora?
I think Clayton Davies might upset a bit of Braden Miller here. Depends how many safety cars, I think. Will depend on Braden Miller, because we know he's lightning on the restart. So if there's say more than 2 safety cars, I think Braden might get it. But I think Clayton's here to upset the apple cart here tonight a bit, I think.
Yeah, I think with the track getting slick, it's definitely going to come into these experienced guys. I think Sean Stevens been on the second row. If he can sort of just stay with these guys and hope the top 2 here can battle it out, and he can be the winner, I think Sean Stevens might be the one to take it here tonight. He's my early pick, but Nathan Allen is also there in P4, so he could be a bit of an underdog here. But yeah, I guess we'll see. 30 laps. These boys will leave it all out on the track, and we'll see what happens.
Yeah, it seems like Nathan Allen's turned over a new leaf here a bit. He seems a lot smoother tonight in this car. Looks like he's put in some serious hours into this car, so, you know. I think anybody in that top 5 could have it, really, to be honest. And even Scotty Rankin might be looking for his first podium as well, so you never know.
Yeah, exactly. It's that's the good thing about dirt, is you just do never know if if one car up the front over rotates, it can actually take out the whole field. So I guess we'll find out as they go. And Nathan Allen straight away into the wall from P4, and Clayton Davies with a slide drop. Braden Miller's coming down on the inside. Sean Stevens trying to force it 3 wide, and that is Blaine Hensley coming up into the P4. Nathan Allen is around with Jason Crawford, I think it was, and their race is done. Again, Nathan Allen just getting involved in some crashes. Looks like his car might be alright. Looks like it's still going in the right direction here.
That was with yeah, Nathan Allen just sort of doing it, and then Jason Crawford and Tyler Sheaf seemed to have got caught up in it as well. So Tyler Sheaf just continuing with his bad luck once again. We'll just jump onto a replay, see if we can grab that DSL Welding Services replay.
Nathan Allen in front here. A little bit of a correction mid-corner. Jason Crawford's the 12 car behind him. We'll see what happens here. As Jason Crawford actually just drives into it by the look of that. Looking at it on but it also could be netcode there because it looks like Jason drove straight through Nathan's car like it wasn't there. So be interesting to see.
Jason Crawford's angle.
Race control has no further action, so we'll have a little look. See, it looks like 83's over-rotated. He's over-rotated running the high line, and car 12 has not anticipated the over-rotation given the close nature of the cars, and has just gone through him, unfortunately. So that's just all dirt racing. Unfortunately, that's all part of the dirt racing.
Most definitely is. Look at that shot. That's a great little shot, isn't it?
Nice little area for sponsors as well. If you ever, for anyone taking notes, they want some good sponsor logos there. That's a nice little area for it.
Here we go. On to our first caution. How many cautions do you think we'll see tonight? How many yellow flags?
I honestly don't think too many. The way these guys are racing, if they can go, you know, I'm going to say 8 laps or so without a caution, they'll find a rhythm and they'll just naturally find their groove. So I'm thinking, I'm hoping not too many, so we can keep this action going. But obviously 18 cars, different drivers experience, 4 wide at the back there. Christopher Beakley is around, and there's another yellow flag that's going to come out here and slow these boys back up. So
that was Chris Bleakley.
As I say, I hope there's not going to be many. There's the other downside to Eldora is you can drive 4 wide, so we'll have to say, but I'm going to say probably 4. I'm going to hope there's only going to be 4.
Let's see if we can get a better shot at that.
Yeah, definitely saw a car on the inside that it's hard to tell who that inside car is. I think that might be Brent Hobbs in the green and
yeah, it looks like it.
And the green and black. No, that's his. That's his car. But we'll have to.
Let's see if we can get a close up.
So it is, yeah.
Yeah, so interesting. It seemed like he'd over-rotated and Brent Hobbs just kept his line, which he's more than allowed to do. So I think he just kept his line, and if the car above you on the high line over-rotates into you, it's kind of really not your fault, is it? So who knows? But leave it to race control, eh?
Exactly. That's why they're employed to do their job.
See who's
and that has just come across as no further action as well. So coming out of turn 1 and 2, they're going to be going green in about 15 seconds.
We'll keep it in.
And the restart will be on the leader here, so it is in the hands of Clayton Davies in P1. So he can either go early or he can go late. He's gone early. He's gone real early there. Nice straight exit, and Sean Stevens going to go on the inside here. Braden Miller's running that middle line. This is a little bit of grip there still, and Blaine Densley coming down for the cross under. He's going to go for I think he's going to go for a bit of a slide job here. Oh, we're under another caution flag.
Oh, who was that?
What's happened here at the back? Looks like Tyson McAvoy is calling in an accident, so it could involve Tyson. So we'll have a little look-see here. Got a nice start. He's on the inside. He's taken a nice shallow line. Who have we got there? We got
about 21. Is Ryan Denton?
Oh,
Oof.
Car 21
Ryan
has.
Denton there. Whoa.
Yeah,
Just clipped him a
it's
bit
going to be
there.
a. I think that's going to be a penalty to end of line to the.
Oof. Yeah, it's just driven straight into. So not too many yellow flags, eh? We're already on the third.
Yeah, we'll have to see what's happening here, but
But Clayton Davies, Braden Miller's very fast on the starts, but even Clayton got the jump on him on the start there. So, ooh, you don't see that very often. We didn't see that very often in the first season, anyway. Many people getting a jump on Braden Miller. So, I think this season's going to be very spicy.
yeah, exactly. It's these boys up the front, they're obviously putting their intentions out there early on. These top four that we've got, 3 of the 4 were always up there last season, so I think they're just resuming where they left off. And you got Scotty Rankin, and who is that behind next to Scott? I think that's Lachlan Phillips there. A couple of new combatants to a full season, campaign. So definitely going to be a little bit more interesting. Good number of cars. Let's hopefully these boys can keep it green for a little bit here. As Clayton takes a nice inside.
Davies. Wow.
Takes a nice inside line. You got Braden Miller trying to sort of follow in his tracks. Sean's another caution here. 4th caution already.
Wow, that's Lachlan Phillips having a crash straight off. It seems that Lachlan Phillips and Jason Burke have had a bit of a coming together by the look of this. Possibly. Don't quote me on this. We'll see the replay. Thank you very much to DSL Welding Services for the action replay.
Oh, he's just come up the track into, I think that's Blaine Densley, and then he gets collected by Jason Burke.
Yeah, Jason Burke. And Tyson McAvoy's get caught up in that as well, fortunately.
Yeah, looks like he's got a little bit of a bent front.
Go back to him, see where he is on track. Here we go. Let's see how much damage he's got. See if we can zoom in a little bit. He's got a bit of bent front on there, by the look of it. So suspension looks fine. Just wings. Yeah, I don't know.
A little bit of a front.
Oh yeah, Tyson seems like he's got a bit of bent action on the front of that roll bar there. Yo. Wow, I can't believe we're on 4 cautions already, man. This is craziness.
Yeah, and with the laps with the laps not counted under caution this season, we've only actually done 5 laps, so we'll see how long this race is going to go. We're at 30 laps so far to go, and we'll have to keep an eye and see how these guys play. Clayton Davies there's an interesting restart there, but Braden Miller's going down on the super low line, and Clayton's trying to go around the outside here. Doing a crisscross. Doing a nice crisscross action here. Hopefully these boys can keep it green. They've got great rhythm going here. Oh, splitting the gap between Sean Stevens and Clayton Davies and Braden Miller, the championship. They're doing a nice slide job. These boys up the front are here to play this season already in round 1. It's going to be interesting if they keep going like this all season. And it looks like we've got another caution out.
These guys are just... Sorry, we haven't been catching the.
That's someone on their side.
Whoa, that's happening. That's Mickey Locke.
And it's Mickey Locke, and I think Jason Burke is in the
like
pits
he's had a
as
bit
well.
of a moment in there as well. So let's see if we can get this one at a time. Nope, maybe touch early. Oh, he's just come into the back of Cowie's rear tyre there. Maybe just didn't see him until the last second, and yeah, he was kind of in his blind spot, and it was just tyre on tyre, so that's what sent him onto the. Just launched it a little bit, so. Oh, just enough to put him on his side though. Oh,
Yeah, that's unfortunate there. He's obviously have to tow, so that'll probably be his night done. Unfortunate start to the season, but yeah, he might be back out on track if he can get that cleared.
We got a couple of people in pits here. We got Scotty Rankin, Jason Crawford, and Ricky Lock into pits now. Scotty Rankin's still looking pretty shiny. That car's looking pretty shiny still, but I'm not
Yeah,
sure
looks like a
if
few boys are coming in just to get a bit of damage.
Oh. Here we go.
But
Braden Miller with these restarts. I can't believe Clayton Davies is jumping him on the restarts. Didn't think I'd ever see it, but Sean Stevens getting great benefits, I think, from these two having a bit of a battle here as well. So it might play into Sean's, as you were saying, it might play into Sean's favour here.
possibly, yeah. It's my other pick, Nathan Allen. He's still, P7. He's still going. A little bit of damage repair when he came into the pits, but yeah, we'll have to see. Obviously, it's hopefully these boys can get some green laps under it. We've still got 21 laps of green racing to be done before they
Miller's a rocket restart.
finish. So that inside line is going to be probably the way to go, I reckon. Here's inside or outside, right up against the wall, or right down low is where the tacky stuff still is. So
you see Clayton Davies go down there. I see.
yeah, if you can hold it tight, we'll go super wide. That's all your lines, but the outside line, obviously being flat the whole time round, is going to give you a bit more momentum on corner exit, as we see right there of Braden Miller going around the outside of Davies on the run. So I think these boys are going to go the high line until that wears out a little bit, and then they're going to jump down into the low line and see if they can make that work as well. Because following the car in front doesn't allow you to pass it. You're just running on the same track. You can only do the same formation, especially with dirt. The same as what was the old saying in motocross? If you want to pass, don't follow. So yeah, we've got Braden
Hobbs
Miller.
is up 12 spots, mate. Sorry to jump in there, but 12 spots. He's just had a great one. He's getting out of all the melee, mate.
Yeah, he is again from that little bit of a wheel issue he had in the heat, in his heat. So this is about where he probably should have been on outright pace as well. We'll have to keep an eye on him because this is where he's meant to be. He's got Ash Halliday in front of him, who's also up 5 spots. So he's had looks like he's avoided the issues and had a pretty consistent run. As he's getting under a little bit of pressure here from Brent, and Blaine Deemsley behind him, who's trying to make a recovery after that incident with Lachlan Phillips about 10 laps ago. But these boys officially hit the halfway mark after a nice 7 laps of green running, as Blaine Deemsley gets a nice run. He's going to go to the inside here. Brent Hobbs is all over the place. Brent Hobbs is in the wall, and I don't know if he's got damage out of that. With how hard he hit it, I wouldn't be surprised if he does.
Let's have a look at his suspension, see if it's a bit funny or not. Seems
like
alright on that side, doesn't he?
Seems like he is. He just seems like he's a little bit over the shop a little bit with who's he got behind him now? You got Lachlan Phillips coming up for a good run on the inside. So I wouldn't be surprised if he's got a little bit of issue. But we'll have to have a look, as it looks like someone has spun out down below, and that will be our 6th caution. That was a nice 15 lap of green there.
Oh, yeah.
For our viewers. We'll go back and see what brings out this caution with the DSL Welding Services replay.
Let's go. See if this.
Oh, yep, that is
Good.
the wall, and then he keeps his foot in it and takes out someone else as well. Couldn't quite see who that was on the inside that Ryan Denton came down into, but that's and car 21 has been issued an end of line penalty for that.
Yeah, that was Tyson McAvoy that he's hit as well through the. Oh, that's ended Tyson's night a little bit. He's got some broken suspension.
Yeah, and car 21 is getting a penalty there, end of line, for causing that incident with Scotty Rankin and Tyson McAvoy. Yeah, there is fast repairs, so I don't know if he's used his already this season. So we'll have to see. And but that car is crabbing very hard here.
It is not looking fun to drive. Mr. Clayton Davies. I'm liking the livery on Clayton Davies' car actually. It's a little bit closer. It's very good. The old Hobbs stretching and boring. We see that a lot on a lot of cars, don't we?
Absolutely, it's a staple of the dirt racing by the look of it.
Yeah. Oh, the detail in the car and all the rest. Look at that. Beautiful iRacing.
As they are coming back to the restart here, it's all on Braden on the inside. Braden definitely likes the inside on the restarts. As Sean Stevens actually has a little bit of a moment there with Jason Crawford, and he's going to lose a couple of positions out of it, dropping from P2 to P6, I believe. He's going to cut down on the inside. Oh, Jason's walked him in the middle. He's got nowhere to go. So Sean's going to go to the inside, and that's his...
Lachlan Phillips, is it? Yes.
That is Lachlan Phillips being...
Whoa, that car is in a bad way.
Yeah, he has not pitted yet, so he should be able to use his one fast repair and get back out on track. But couldn't quite see who that was that got into him. I think it was Jason Burke in the 74. With the orange car. Oh no, it's down there on the inside. Oh, who is that?
It's just that natural kind of drift up the track, isn't it? It's just a bit hard.
Indeed. It's I think that was Tony Walsh there in the white car. Then that's 99, so it was Ash Halliday that slid up, and how many barrel rolls? Does that beat Cowie's 8 from last season? Or I think it would have if he didn't get corrected.
Encounter, mate.
I think if Scott didn't correct him up, it would have been close.
I reckon. So we got this one, is it? Oh, it's kind of, he's doing rodeo flips, isn't he?
Yeah, it's more horizontal flips than
He's kind of doing Mick twists. Oh, look at that.
Yeah, and then he gets hit by a 6. Nice little pirouette, and then Scotty comes along to finish him off and straighten him out. So
I think that's some of the most damage we've seen. Some of these cars have been, you know, it's not often you see that whole top wing beam ripped off. Back to the action. Thankfully, we've got all our top runners still, our top 5 still in the running for this race. Ash Halliday still up where he was. He's up 4 spots, 3 or 4 spots depending. So he's doing well even though he seems all that contact's just been tyre on tyre. So hopefully he can kind of still hold his nerve and get it to the end after 7 cautions. And we are back online. Let's go.
Jason Crawford just right in the wall there as these top 2 are battling it out hard on the slick. Oh, going real hard. This is going to allow Sean Stevens and Blaine Dempsey to get in on this battle here. As we're under caution again. 8th caution of the night.
Let's have a look.
I believe
looks like
it.
Scotty Rankin. No. Let's have a look. Look how slick that track's in.
Yeah, he got a little bit of better traction than the 16 did. Oh, there's about 6 cars there.
Carnage. Wow.
That is heaps of carnage there, and Scotty is going to have to tow from that position. Yeah, that's a lot of cars with a lot of damage there.
Let's have a look at from Tyler Sheets.
16's over rotating. Tyler Sheep over rotates, goes up into Brad, collects Christopher, Nathan, Cowie. There's about 8 cars involved in that one.
Oh, and Scotty Rankin on his side. Oh no! Look at him! He's trying to grab it back over.
Yeah, Scott's had to tow. A few more cars have had to pit here for damage repairs and use their fast repair.
Wow. Let's have a look at see how many people we can see in pit lane. Right. Well, back out on track now. Oh, except for Scotty Rankin just sitting there. He might gone in earlier. He did go into the pits earlier, so it might be his night over. Unfortunately for Scotty Rankin, it might be his night over because he did go into that earlier pit to, I think, repair. So, and that might have been his quick repair there. So, interesting.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. We've got 8 laps of green flag racing still left to require, and Braden Miller's got a good lead here over Blaine Densley. They're going to try and go double wide here, and then Braden Miller is going on that low line, and Sean Stevens going on the inside. It's going to work out here. It looks like Jason Crawford's trying to go on the inside, but it's just not working for him, and this top line has still got the momentum. Yeah, it's going to be hard to pass if the outside is where all the momentum is. Sean Stevens is actually going to try and go for a bit of a dive here, I reckon. Oh, 9th caution.
Oh.
How many did you say we were going to have at the start?
So it's gone past mine, man. I thought 5, so we're
Yeah, I
well
went with
gone.
4, and we're at 9.
Okay, so that was Clayton Davies had a bit of a moment there. He got caught up there. I know that he did. So let's just have a look.
Coming through the field, Nathan's.
Oh, who's that? He's clipped there. Oh, is that Nathan Allen? He's clipped. Yeah, it is. And
Yeah, Nathan's just sort of over rotated,
and Ash Halliday's caught up in it as well. But Clayton Davies, yeah, it's just real close racing, isn't it?
Yeah, it just is what it is. It's dirt racing. Tyson got caught up in it. 16 got caught up in it. Christopher had nowhere to go.
Oh, what's happened there?
So yeah, it's a bit unfortunate there. About 7 or 8 cars have gone.
Denton just got caught up in that once again. This is what happens when everyone's spun in front of you. You should send it over to look at it.
Oh, yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's a bit of a hard wreck there.
Wow, that puts it in perspective, doesn't it? Oh, he was going at some super pace just to a dead stop. Wow.
That's definitely a hard. That's definitely a hard crash there. As we'll go back to the stream here, and the screen is just there we go.
Weird. That was weird. Sorry, apologies.
As Braden Miller gets a pretty bad restart there by the look of it. It's I think he got a bit of a slip there, and he's just over accelerated in the slick, which allows Blaine Densley and Sean Stevens here up the front.
Oh, your prediction might be coming true here, mate, with Sean Stevens. Oh, Sean Stevens' front of his car looks like a bit bashed up. Oh, no, as we go around. Oh no, Sean Stevens. All the way down to 14th, 15th, 11th. Oh no, that was. Wow, is that number 10? I never thought we see double digits in the cautions. Wowee, that's craziness. So, let me just try and get this. Okay, let's have a look at that one. A bit of a better light here. Nope. Okay. So on the inside line, so that's Lachlan Phillips behind him. So Lachlan Phillips seems to have got the jump there. Okay. It's just wheel on wheel, wasn't it? Oh, he's over-rotated.
I don't know if it's over-rotated or if it's a bit of, like, delayed net code.
Yeah.
As well by, between those two, because it's a very weird reaction there from Sean Stevens' car. It's just sort of kicked the left rear off the ground, even though Lachlan's past his left front tyre. So it's, look at it here. So he's had his left front, and then it just goes around. It's like almost like a right rear tyre let go sort of thing.
Yeah, like there's a magnet on his right front or something.
Yeah, it's a bit weird, that one. Very interesting.
So that's upset the pack there. Bit of curse of the commentator there.
Yeah, it's allowed. What was that? Believe that's Blaine Densley and Braden Miller up the front here with a single file restart, and they are away getting wheel spin up. So Jason Crawford driving down the inside, trying to run the inside line with Braden Miller as they've got 3 laps to go. Can they go green to the end? 3 laps. We'll have to see here as Braden Miller's got the nice momentum. It was actually Blaine Densley who led that lap, but Braden Miller has got the lead again. Lachlan Phillips going for a big send on the inside, and I think he's not respected his teammate. There is Jason Crawford's dropped down from 3rd to 4th. It's, these guys are all on it going up against this wall as they have now come 2 to go. 2 to go as they go across the line. Lachlan and Blaine riding that whole line, but Braden Miller is out in the front and he has got a good gap here. I think the battle is for P2. Clayton Davies has made a great return from near the back of the pack mid-race, and I don't know if he's going to get quite enough time to catch these top guys as they're on their last lap on the back straight, coming into 3 and 4. Braden Miller's got a good lead up the front. Clayton Davies sends it on the inside, but he's not going to be able to get it, and it's going to be Braden Miller taking the win from Densley and Lachlan Phillips.
Whoa. Whoa.
But
beautiful. What a race, mate. Wow, hey, that was pretty crazy, bro.
Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely crazy.
I will leave you to handle the interviews, Toddy. I just need to go into the RC real quick, and I'll be back.
Sweet as, sounds good. Thank you very much, everybody, for joining us for the Dirt Series tonight. So I'll go through our results for our main feature race tonight. So Braden Miller, Braden Miller with the win there. Our series leader and winner, championship winner from last season. So our carryover champion, I suppose you'd say, is our champion at the moment from last season. So Braden Miller doing great work again tonight to stay out of all the trouble. There was 10 safety cars tonight, so we had a lot of carnage. A lot of cars did not finish this race. So, no, we had most cars actually finish this race, but just a lot of carnage along the way. So we got Blaine Densley in second, with Lachlan Phillips up in third. Great to see him up in third. Clayton Davies, another one of our new drivers. A great race from him, just got caught up. Braden Miller and himself were having a great little bit of a battle with Sean Stevens before Sean Stevens had that bit of unfortunate net code, it seemed, there, and he slipped back with about 2 laps to go into 13th there. So it was a bit unfortunate for him. But yeah, Jason Crawford wrapping out our top 5 with Ash Halliday, great drive there in 6th place. Brent Hobbs, he slotted all the way down into about 14th place there after that little bit of a incident, and now he slotted himself. He worked his way back all the way back up into 7th place again, so good on him. Absolutely great drive and good comeback, even though some late race unfortunate events. So we got Tony Walsh in 8th and Tyson McAvoy in 9th, and Cowie wrapping up our top 10 there. Jason Burke in 11th, Nathan Allen in 12th, Sean Stevens down in 13th, as we were saying earlier, Mickey Locke there in 14th place, Tyler Sheep in 15th, Scotty Rankin in 16th, Ryan Denton in 19th, Chris Bleakley in 18th, and we have Greg Barber, our illustrious safety car and race control tonight. So thank you very much. Big shout out to the promo department also for your sponsorship with for our safety car, and big shout out to all the SRW crew and everybody else in the background and makes all this happen. Big shout out to you all. It's not a small thing to make these series and everything. happen. So big shout out. Thank you very much to all you guys out there viewing tonight as well. It's been a great race. So that said, we shall bring some guys down into our green room, and we shall start with Lockie for our interviews. So Lockie Phillips, I'll bring him down. Mr. Lockie Phillips, what a drive, mate. Wow, hey mate, those last couple of races you had so many safety cars. How'd you find the safety cars? You seem to have benefited from it.
Yeah, they actually helped me out quite well. So got taken out at the start and managed to work my way back up.
Yeah, it was a brilliant drive. Those last couple of laps, man, you had some great passes there. Which that beautiful move up into third place. I wasn't sure if we knew you were going to make it stick. We weren't sure if you're going to be able to keep it just because of how the race had been. So just action, mate. So great drive from you. It's great to see you in the Dirt Series and that sort of stuff. So great to have you on board. Who would you like to thank tonight, mate?
I'd just like to thank 117 Sports, my great team. Had the teammates in the Discord giving me a hand, spotting for me, and all our sponsors that sponsor the team as well. Can't do any of this without them. And you guys put the live stream on, and even the league. Thanks for putting leagues. If without leagues, we don't have any racing. So thanks to them.
Our pleasure, mate. It's without all the sponsors and all the rest of it, we couldn't do it. So it's great to bring the coverage to everybody, and fantastic to have you on board. So looking forward to next week. So I'm sure we'll see you back next week. You're all locked and loaded for next week.
Yeah, can't wait. So haven't even looked at the schedule so far. Just knew we were at Eldora tonight. So don't even know where we are next week, but looking forward to it already.
Nice one. It'd be great to have you there as well. Awesome, mate. I'll bring down We'll bring down Blaine Densley next. Mr. Blaine Densley, how are you? Fine, sir.
How you going, champ? Good, thank you.
Good, mate. Good. You, how did you find tonight? Lots of safety cars. I think that's the most amount of safety cars we've seen in a race so far.
Yeah, a lot to digest there. I think it was a combination of some ugly restarts and some aggressive driving from the competition. Yeah, the track was really slick and slippery too, which didn't help any, but that's the conditions that we're all driving to, so it's the same for everyone. But me and Sean had an ugly coming together there. We were racing each other really hard, and some of the restart rules were
It seemed like a little bit of a net code, actually, to be honest.
It was close. But some of the restart rules were a bit loosely misled, and it caused some ugly arguments in the server, which is a shame. But hopefully we can all get it all cleaned up and sort it out for better racing in round 2.
Yeah, exactly right. It's everybody. We've got a lot of new races in the series this time as well. Season 2. So
yeah, it's good to see. Hopefully it keeps growing, but we really need to put on a bit of a better show to try and get people to be interested in coming back to these races. I think this series has got massive potential, but it's still a growing thing for sure.
Yeah, most definitely. I think we'll see some definite improvements in next week. I'm sure if we kind of find their way of kind of getting around each other and that sort of stuff. I think people are probably just struggling to get used to each other's driving styles as well. So
yeah, absolutely. And season 1 was great too. So I'm sure it'll get back to how it was before as well.
Who would you like to thank tonight, mate?
I'd like to thank the boys in Discord. We're always having a laugh, having some fun in there, which makes racing more fun, even when things do go pear-shaped. But I'd like to thank my sponsors, B&B Retaining Walls, Helmet Design, and my own 27 Custom Graphics, and all my awesome customers, and also CD Cinematography as well.
Very nice. It's great to see you back on the podium once again, and hopefully we can see you back on the podium again next week, mate.
Yeah, I hope so. Cheers, mate.
Thank you. Mr. Braden Miller, how are you? Fine, sir. What a
Um,
race again tonight. It was definitely a lot of action out there tonight. A lot of it, all of it behind you, thankfully.
Yeah, I don't know. The action sort of, I don't know, sort of happened for all the wrong reasons. From what I'm hearing, I don't know. It just, yeah, I don't know. It made its way up the front. It obviously doesn't. I don't know if it put on a good show or not. At the start, it seemed pretty good. I know the Clayton and I were having a pretty good race, but yeah, I guess the incidents sort of made their way up the front as well. So it's a bit unfortunate.
Hmm. It seems that Clayton might be one of those ones to be able to take it to you this season. It seems he seems to be a another lightning restarter. He might
Oh
have-
yeah,
yeah, he's jumping you a couple of times, mate.
yeah. His race starts are on point, mate. That's what it's all
Yeah.
about. But yeah, you know, like he's an ex-pro driver. You know, he races with the best there is, and
I see.
you know, 90% of the times that we race, he does beat me. It's you know, you sort of got to take him when you can.
Oh no, I see. So you're not a stranger to racing Clayton then.
Oh no, I
I
race with him all the
see.
time. We were ex-teammates.
I see. The plot thickens. That was
Yeah, there
awesome
you go.
battling. That was some great battling you saw from you guys up the front, and that's what I was really interested in. And then you guys had a little battle there with Sean Stevens as well. So Sean seem to have got a bit of net code there, unfortunately. Kind of seemed to have a bit of magnet on tires to the car behind him. So unfortunate for him, but
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I don't know what was going on with Sean there. Like we were racing so good the end of last season, and yeah, pretty much the whole season. And tonight, it honestly it just felt like he was being a bit overly aggressive. It just I don't know. Like it's the start of the season, and we're throwing these sort of moves. I don't know. I only saw the moves that were sort of around the front and with me, but I don't know. Like, I don't know if anything else happened at the back either. But yeah,
Yeah,
it just
who
I don't know.
knows?
Just
Yeah.
came across a little bit overly aggressive. If you know, like calmed it down a bit, you'll probably find he'd be up the front, battling with us all the time anyway.
Yeah, exactly right. But we'll leave all that to race control. I'm not going to comment any further on
Yeah.
said incidents in race. I don't want to get myself in trouble, you know.
Nah.
Who would you like to thank tonight, mate? It's been great to have you back, and it's great to see that you in the first race actually get a win again, defending your title like you should.
Yeah. Well, this series actually made the first race, so we're off to the right start, I guess. But yeah. Thanks to you guys for putting it on. I'll go back and watch it and have a look. All the race control. I know that I don't know what his name is, but the guy that was in charge of it just got thrown in the deep end, sort of 10 minutes before it started. So, you know, obviously he's just doing the best he can. I don't know if he's got a whole lot of experience and stuff with the dirt racing, but anyway, you know, it's good to at least have someone there. So yeah, it was good having him there as well. Then yeah, my sponsors are 27 Designs with Blaine Densley, CD Cinematography with Clayton Davies. You know, we were racing. Brent Hobbs, Pete Hobbs, Trenching and Boring. I know that's not on the car at the moment. This is my real life car that I wanted to show my old man. So
I love it. I so love it.
yeah, so
Lightning McQueen,
he'll get a
you
kick
call
out of that.
it.
And then yeah, Alex at ABL Setup Shop.
Have we lost you, Braden?
No, I'm still here.
Nope.
Did I cut out?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't know where I got up to.
CD cinematography, you were saying? I think that was the last
Okay,
one.
yeah, no, CD Cinematography, Hobbs, Trenching and Boring, Blaine and Pete, Brent and Pete, and Alex at ABL Setup Shop.
Great to see you out again. And hopefully everyone gets a bit more used to driving with each other next week. I've got a lot of new faces in the league, which is great to see. And I'm sure everybody will get in the groove.
Yeah, that's
in the
what
next
it's all
couple of
about,
weeks.
isn't it? You just spread it out, share it out, and get some more people in here, you know? The more the merrier.
Most definitely, and we always love. Definitely on dirt as well. More the
definitely.
merrier on dirt is always more fun, isn't it?
Yeah, 100%. You know, it's good it's good fun just battling with everyone, you know? That's all it is.
It's been absolutely awesome. Well, thank you very much for your time tonight, mate. And I hope you enjoy the rest of your night. And hopefully we'll definitely see you back next week. Will we?
I hope so. Yeah. We'll wait and see.
Sounds good. Awesome.
No worries. We might see you then.
Thanks, heaps, mate. Well done again. Congratulations.
Thanks, mate.
Cool. So thank you very much, everybody, for coming to come and view our dirt sprint cars tonight. At DSL Welding Services, thank you very much for all your series sponsor for all our different series. Fantastic, our major sponsor, DSL Welding Services. Also, big shout out to Pagny Advanced Simulations, Toyo Sim, Melville Equipment Corp. We also have Warren and Brown Tools, and Dragon RC. So I think I've got them all there on my list. Yep, looks like I've got them all there. Apologies, guys. We are going to season 4. We have a bunch of new sponsors. So, and last but not least, also the promo department for the safety car. Big shout out to Race Control also. And thank you very much to everybody out there viewing. If you haven't yet, please hit that notification bell. Please hit that like button. Subscribe button if you haven't on the old YouTube as well. And thank you very much, everybody, for coming. That wraps us up tonight from myself, Chef Toddy, and we have Mr. Stefan McCartan, who joined me in the comms box tonight, but he's also head of one of the heads of race control also, so he's just going back into the race control room to assist with all the incidents for tonight. We had 10 safety cars, so it was pretty crazy. But next week we'll be coming bigger, better, stronger, and even hopefully not as much carnage, but just as much fun. So thank you very much to everybody out there. Much love. Keep safe. See you soon.